Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and we are back with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And last time, we listened to Emma Sky's testimony, and through the testimony, we found out that in the picture she drew, the man who was on the ground looked like he was about to be stabbed. We believe it was actually Neil Marshall was the one who was actually grabbing Dark and was about to hit him with a broken knife from his prosecutor trophy, and Emma said she pushed a man away because she felt the man on the ground needed help, not knowing that she pushed Neil Marshall and he got stabbed on a suit of armor, and now it looks like Emma accidentally might have killed Neil Marshall. And now, knowing that, that's probably what happened. Gant probably saw this, and he's like, ooh, I can use this to my advantage. I can blackmail Lana with this so that she'll listen to me, or I'll expose that her sister did some bad stuff. But now, as you can see, we called Gant to the stand. Now we need to hear his testimony and find the contradiction and prove he is evil. So, without further ado, let's go.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either, Sonny. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. I had nothing to do with the forgery, Sonny.
Again, I feel like I'm accidentally making him slip into, like, Mr. White's voice. I'm trying to make him sound different.
That is when Doc was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious, Sonny. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Doc bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I better hit him hard and fast. Alright. So, okay, let's get pressing. Call it! As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic, Sonny. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Doc and made him run away like that. Was the defendant Lana Sky also present in the room? I don't quite remember, Sonny. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it.
Make a long story short. Okay. Howdy. So the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say, he got lucky. What's this about the power outage? Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden and I got the shock of my life, Sonny. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went through his heart, though.
That's not funny. Could you tell us what you saw?
It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together.
That's weird. How is he on the floor? That almost looks like it's away from the suit of armor. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor?
Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls, Sonny.
Lana and Emma.
Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done.
Huh? Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. Hold it! How can you know that?
Because of the victim's body, Sonny. It had already been moved.
So that means you found the body near Lana's desk?
That's right. I think you said earlier, it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor.
Oh, okay, so he's saying she moved him. Yes.
Anyhow,
There's something suspicious about that. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Hold it. So you're saying that forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office?
that's exactly what I'm saying, Sonny. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence is inexcusable no matter what's the circumstances.
Is that how it really went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. White.
Huh?
If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record. Worthy, always the smooth talker.
But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I got to link Gant to the incident. Probably at the end. Because again, we were trying to prove, yeah, he was involved with the forgery. I like you can hear little claps when he does that. Alright, let's save. Alright, so let's see the pieces of evidence. I was about to say, wouldn't it be the list? Like, why did he have half of this list in his desk? That seems suspicious. But I could be wrong. No, there we go. I figured. That seemed like the most suspicious. Like, why was he hiding this list in his desk? You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery? But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
Explain yourself, Sonny.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Oh, we probably could have presented most evidence. Take this list, for example.
That's the list Emma Scott drew her picture on.
This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting in your office was found inside your safe. So I was gonna say, could we have presented the jar too? Yeah, that makes sense.
It was found where?
You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation!
Oh my god! I had no idea! Chief Gant! What's the meaning of this? Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy.
So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery.
Who, me? Or do you mean you?
Me? Why would I have anything to do with this?
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence, Sonny.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of a dumb idea.
Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto?
Objection! However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are inept from the law, Sonny. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
What? What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying for work.
Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together.
Oh boy. Alright, evidence and forgery.
Let's see, what was it now? A char fragment in a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyhow, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered.
I'll say, do they have a date on them? I want to check. Can't see that. And there's no markings on it. let's just keep going further. Okay.
Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I participate in a forgery, Sonny. Regarding the crime scene, wouldn't help me out in any way.
Okay.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
when investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences, Sonny.
Ow.
Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again, Sonny.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know.
All right, Udgy. In return, though.
I know. That place, right?
Huh? What are these guys? What are these guys, telepathic? God dang it. Oh, yeah, we screwed up. Well, it's kind of our fault. Why didn't we have a lookout while we're searching the evidence? Like, tell Emma, Emma, watch and make sure Gant doesn't come back while we're snooping around his place. Well, I know you could have planned for them. Hold it. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous accusations.
Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that, Sonny.
What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped...
Mr. Wright, what are you saying?
Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to that contrary, you're going to need it later.
Later? What are you talking about?
What else? I'm talking about when Rido's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal, Sonny.
I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. Okay, anyway, you can't prove when those pieces have been discovered. What do you mean by that?
This is all purely hypothetical, of course, but suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily contribute forgery.
Objection! If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery...
I'm not through speaking yet, Rido. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered, Sonny.
They were found after Dark was convicted. Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation?
It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was silenced, Sonny.
Objection! Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient? Right? Huh? The chief is talking about a possibility, so long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however, clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know.
Come on, come now, Rido. Think about it.
There's no reason I participate in forgery. Hold it. How can you look me in the eye and say that?
Because I'm innocent, Sonny. Remember, who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Scott.
Well, now do you see?
The crime scene wouldn't help me anyway. Hold it. Really, Chief Gant, at the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit, Sonny?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police.
Oh?
The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is significant motive.
Oh, that's a good one, Sonny.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief, Sonny. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Is that true, Edward?
Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway.
Gah!
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motive for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Oh.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Udgy, would you mind if I change my testimony a little?
By all means, please do.
I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
Well, there is something in it for you. You get to control Lana now. I'll say, it's not the book. I almost want to say it's like this. Probably not. No, okay. I'm gonna press it, just in case. Alright, I just wanted to try. I'm thinking probably too far ahead. Alright, let's press it. Hold it! Nothing in it for you?
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly, Sonny. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again, Sonny.
You're right! You don't feel sorry for anyone!
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? Well, again, we're trying to prove that if he's blackmailing Lana, he decided, yeah, I'll keep hush-hush about this, but you gotta do what I say. True, he might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Okay, yeah.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
That's not what I mean!
Very well, then, who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Probably Lana. Take that.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant?
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Yep. I thought I had to show evidence, but I was wrong. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. Sorry, I was just checking the policy. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
God damn it, Judge.
Oh, wait! You must mean puppet, as in someone forced to do his bidding. No!
Admit it, Chief. God damn it, Judge, you freaking idiot. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something, Sonny.
What?
Do you have any proof of this, that I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
Lana? She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless that is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Damn. Edgar figured it.
Worthy? You better watch your tongue, Sonny. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
That's a threat.
Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What?
Wow, that was the biggest what I ever heard from a judge. I never knew he could do that.
Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious!
Huh?
This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency to accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder. It's impossible!
Oh my God! Could the Chief really have done that? Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edwards said in easier to understand language.
It's too late, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
There's no turning back for us now.
Looks like he's the one who decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Mr. White?
Save here, in case.
That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. All right, then.
Oh. I need to just watch when that thing comes up. That's when we're getting into the serious stuff.
Let's see what Mr. White's got, and it better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman.
Alright, so now we're back on Goodman. Alright, so, no. So what ties him to the murder? What could tie him to the murder? I'd say it's probably the ID card, because we already know 7777 is his ID card. And then, so like, did he wait for Bruce Goodman to go in there? Or did he kill him before? Yeah, no, wait. Because that Bruce Goodman was Jake Marshall. That was not him, that was Jake. So basically, at this time, Bruce and him were together. I think this might be it. If I'm wrong, then oh well.
This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777777.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
Huh?
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code.
7 digits? You don't mean...
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list.
Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Oh, we got you now, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God, Chief Gant! Entered the evidence room? I had no idea! Order! Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say to this?
Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations, Sonny. And I will demand Mr. Wright to be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant, so you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime?
What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference, Sonny? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room.
Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he?
Of course not. Why would he be, Sonny? I hadn't seen him in days.
Objection!
You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day,
You had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? His trial's purpose is to determine Lionel Sky's guilt?
Objection. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we would need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence.
Okay.
Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
Okay, let's see. Bum, bum, bum. It had to be the memo. Because why did he write a memo? No, there's gotta be something more solid than this. On that day, Detective Goodman had to go to see Chief Gant.
Sorry to interrupt your mother, but the court is waiting.
Oh shit, that actually takes something off. Okay, that has to be more... I thought I was on the right track, I didn't think... Okay. So it's not the memo. Proof that he had to meet with Chief Gant. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Only can be submitted by the Chief of Police. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police.
Yet you are in possession of that report. Which means you can't be sure if he filed it, Sonny.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to?
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh!
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him, Sonny?
There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room.
Oh my God! I had no idea!
Hold on! Let me guess what you're going to say next, Sonny. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman.
Exactly.
But wait! The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes.
Alright, hang on. I gotta let the SD card cool down, so be right back. Alright, back from puppy break. But yeah, I was like thinking, like, could it be the memo? But then I saw that report, I was like, oh wait, he's filling out a report, and Gant would have had to look at it. So anyways, but now they're like, why? He could have just borrowed his ID card.
Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something like that. Objection. So sorry, but that's not possible. Huh? According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body.
That image with the lightning.
Chief Gant, you didn't!
The murderer was most likely a superior of the moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
Objection! You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know, Sonny. And everyone's aware that Lana stayed in the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it, Sonny? Do it, eh? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so, Sonny.
Chief Gant, you have all the evidence we need to prove you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time, I thought it was a useless coup, just taking up space.
How could the chief have moved the body?
Hang on, let me say...
Mr. Wright, show us this evidence!
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. Could it be the glove? Well, wait a minute, hang on. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. Could it be the floor plans? He like went behind the blue badger so nobody could see it, or maybe. Try it. If it doesn't work, I'll load.
Yep. Well,
I see. Maybe I'll use this later to move your dead body, right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh yeah. Okay, that sounded wrong. And I'll dispose of you. I hate when it does that. When it goes away, it makes you think you're right, but no, you're wrong. Okay. Da-da-da. Alright, so... So how did he move the body? So, to move the victim's body, Chief Gant use this. No. Okay, hang on. No. Hang on, I'm just gonna look it up. That's just so we don't stay like this all day. Alright, hang on, okay. I'm looking through... 777. Item report, we already did that. Really? Is it evidence from a past case? Edwards. Case of Edwards brought back to his office by Gant's request. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
what's that? A screwdriver?
I was say, it said the screwdriver, apparently.
But what does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here?
It's here because... Oh! I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Chief Gant asked him to get a screwdriver. But why?
He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Off camera, I was thinking, did he use the screwdriver to get into his car, basically?
In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
On the day of the stabbing. So, yep.
After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did. Because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean I...
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened.
The body was moved by that car! Oh my god, it was moved by that car! I had no idea!
I mean, that's what I kind of figured.
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car?
Yes. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Hang on, let me check the quality. I think that looks a bit better. Sorry about that. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Scott.
Oh my god, you transported the body? I had no idea! Order! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrage accusations?
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo. This was not. That's a typo. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk!
Just God, please, say something!
I believe your time's up, Sonny.
My time's up?
Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special, Sonny.
Objection! But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier, Sonny? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now, Sonny.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection. So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now, Sonny.
Well,
You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with, Sonny.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damien Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
Do you have concrete proof?
I'll save this case. I don't know if there's going to be a choice.
Prove that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Sky dispose of his body?
Do I have concrete proof? I wonder, do I? Tell you the truth, just so I don't waste time, I want to see. I kind of feel I don't have evidence. So, alright, as I thought, it says I have no proof. Yeah, honestly, we don't have anything that can really prove he did it. So, yeah. There's no use showing evidence. I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
Huh? C.O.D.
In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, righto? It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today, Sonny. Okay, Archie, I'll leave the rest to you.
Damn it.
I'm sure we're gonna get a hold of it or something. I don't know. I'm probably wrong.
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senator office in our nation's law enforcement agency.
Objection!
Hey, Edward.
Lady Luck? Huh, maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edward, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial.
Lana.
We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness?
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else.
One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial, someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edward, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Miss Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense called forth
the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task is to dispose of the victim's body in accordance with certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edward?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day.
I figured, like, I had no evidence to prove it, so we gotta get the truth from Lana, who will help expose.
In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in
Who said it? I'm assuming it's her. Hold on.
Huh?
Oh, hold on.
Huh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana.
He's talking to Lana.
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences, sweetie.
Huh?
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
This is again.
Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about, sweetie. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet.
You fucker.
Oh!
He just...
Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
God damn! Why did you let that happen, Judge? February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah, thanks for your help, Edward.
That chief, he's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe.
I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
My office?
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-notch girl who you used to work with.
Could he mean Maya?
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. She can't done it again. How is it she always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify.
Huh. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said?
But Chief, that is not a right to be casually involved. There are certain risks to be considered.
Risk? What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too?
You mean he loses his right to say anything too?
Sorry. Emma! Are you okay? I didn't know who it was, damn it.
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I'd been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So, she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders, she must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now, pal. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
I like that.
Blame society, pal.
Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait here?
No, I'm going with you.
Huh?
I want to be there when Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
Alright.
To be continued.
Yep. I did kind of look up that there was another trial. And I figured, seeing this. But yeah, that went pretty smoothly. Well, again, I did look up some stuff, but still. I want to make sure we keep going, because we're actually almost done. February 25th, 2:21 p.m. District Courtroom number 9.
Wow, we're back! It's the end of the game! Oh my god, I didn't know! Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Scott, please take the stand?
Now we're going to have to get the truth out of her, because she's going to lie, because Gant threatened her.
Miss Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Scott. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Dude, we've had so many different witnesses that have lied on the stand. Except, I think Emma's the only one who didn't really lie. We just had to point out contradictions in her statement because she was having a hard time remembering. But everybody that's been on your court and on your stand, they've been lying, you dummy. Whatever. Of course, they're true.
Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Now then, your testimony if you win. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. Alright. Gant and the fabrication. Alright, let's see. Alright. Well. So yep, this is it. This is gonna be the finale. We just now gotta look through her testimony and prove that Gant was the one behind everything. So again, I hope you enjoyed. This has been CB Ultras 768, And we'll be back to finish Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney next time. So stay tuned for that.